Good morning in the morning. It is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. And as we come into these holiday times, I so connect in with the cycles of time, the annual rhythms that we have, the holidays, the seasons, and the moon cycles. And it's what I want to talk with you about today. It's a term that I learned from Dr. Azra Bertrand, and you can check out his information and his wife's Saren's information. It's Bertrand, and Dr. Azra has created biomancy, so that's another word to look. But they introduced me to the concept, or the phrase, spiral organic time. And these three words come together into a synergy to create something so beautiful that has really transformed how I intend to live, how I create and schedule my life. And I'll just repeat the word: spiral organic time. And just see how that lands in your body as I say these words, because for me, it drops me into my belly, into my feminine body. And most of us live according to a very linear time, linear grid, linear. It's a sort of a straight line going somewhere. It's a time of clocks, calendars, a time that actually, underneath it all, is saying produce more, do more, keep going, always going to the next thing. And what I love about what Spiral Organic Time has offered me is another way of relating with time, of connecting with time, of being with time, that connects us actually into a deeper rhythm, a more organic and real rhythm that is connected with the sun. And the relationship of the earth with the sun is connected with the stars and the moon. It's connected, that brings us into the seasons. It connects us in with earth itself, where, like, I just went outside this morning and there's frost, which means the earth is hardening, it's getting colder. The seeds and the plants are pulling deep in, and we'll go through winter, and then the earth will start to soften. And then the seeds will start to germinate and to grow, and they will start to come back up through the soil and emerge into the light. And that just is like, spring is for expansion. Winter is for rest. Winter is for coming within. The full moon is for opening and releasing. And the dark moon is for coming in and planting those seeds. Spiral Organic Time honors that you don't produce the same amount or in the same way in every season, in every day. It reflects the rhythms of life. And this is feminine time. And here's what I've noticed in my life. Most of us, especially women, we have been trained, and we try so hard to live in linear time, when our bodies are actually wired for and in sync with spiral organic time. We have our cycles, a 28-day cycle that is in sync with the moon. But for those of us who are no longer bleeding, who no longer have our monthly cycles, how do we have that embodied reminder into spiral organic time? And so sometimes we can get caught up in trying to produce more, at least the same as we did yesterday, and we're trying to maintain a pace that sometimes I think we wonder, like, why are we so exhausted, right? I know I've been there. I've lived according to a linear time that says be consistent, show up the same way every day, produce, achieve, maintain the pace. I remember back in 1982, when I was working in Washington, D.C., I actually gave myself the day off on the first day of one of my bleeds. because I was so tired and needed so much to pull in. And I felt like it was a radical act that I couldn't actually admit to my coworkers why I took the day off. I had to pretend that I was sick. But that one day off gave me a rest and a surge of like deep energizing, that then I just remember that next month was filled with so much creativity and expansion. So linear time isn't wrong. It's just another way. And it's, again, we're coming back to the both and. How do we be in both linear time and in spiral organic time? But to be in spiral organic time, we actually have to remember it. We have to reconnect with it. When I learned about spiral organic time, it gave me that entering a way to enter into this other way of being in time. It gave me a context, a container. And everything started to gently shift and soften, expand and deepen for me when I did this. So how do you know which rhythm you're in? I wrote down a few things here. So linear time feels like I should be. A rigidity. It's all very scheduled. It's linear, right? I still live with this because when we've got meetings or appointments or calls or gatherings, we have to know when to show up. And there's something about knowing that it's on every Monday, or there's a very dependable linear construct to that. But spiral organic time feels like it's flowing, following the energy, following the pull. It's about being in the moment, say, oh, this is what wants to happen now. And when you go and do something in that moment, and it just gets done easily, effortlessly, and then that in turn opens up with so little effort, what's next? It's energy that ebbs and flows very naturally. And it's where we can trust in the cycle and in the rhythms of time. So here's the thing, like I've mentioned, we cannot opt out of linear time. We live in a world that runs on clocks and calendars. We have commitments, we have responsibilities, we have structures. But we can choose spiral organic time as our primary rhythm. We can build our lives in ways that honor these natural cycles. We can give ourselves permission to move differently in different seasons. And we can trust that expansion and contraction are both part of the spiral. This is the both and. Living in the ampersand of linear and spiral time. Using structure when we need it, following the organic rhythm as our foundation. If you've been trying to force yourself into linear time and it's not working, maybe there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe it's the rhythm, and maybe you're being called into include and incorporate spiral organic time into your life and into your rhythms, where you can honor your cycles, you can trust your seasons. Your body knows how to do this. Our bodies know how to live, create, breathe, love, be in spiral organic time. So I'd love to hear, what rhythm is your body in right now? What body is your rhythm asking for right now? Where are you feeling the pull towards spiral organic time? I'd love for you to share in the comments. Happy Thanksgiving. Until next time.